Hello, people. It's Thursday today, and I hope you have a fantastic day. We're on a journey of 21 days of prayer and worship. Thank you for joining with me. We're in the Thursday reading, and it comes from Exodus chapter 3, verse 6. And this is what he says. Then he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. And at this, Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. Yesterday we spoke about holiness, and until we understand who God is, we'll then never understand the depth and the magnitude of His holiness. We said yesterday we are set aside for the purpose of God. That's what makes us holy. But the set apartness of God is simply because He has no rival. There is no one like Him. There's no one else out there. There's no other God like Him. There are lots of Mickey Mouse little gods made of wood and stone. You've got Satan, who would love to declare himself as equal to God, but he's nowhere close. God stands alone. He's on center stage. No one's sharing the stage with Him. He stands alone, and He speaks glory to us. Because of that is who He is. Now, the gloriousness of God is seen in the magnificence of His holiness. We spoke the other day about Isaiah's experience when he came in the vision into the presence of God in the temple, and he saw God like he had never seen Him before. You see, he'd seen God in a religious light. After all, he was a prophet, and he was a good one. But he saw God as he had never seen Him before. And he describes them. These are his words. And they seem so good to us, but to him they would just seem so sort of fickle and so small and so weak. Where he said, I saw the Lord. He was high and lifted up, and His train filled the temple. And the angels were flying around the throne, and they were all singing, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God of hosts. And when Isaiah saw God as God really is, Isaiah saw himself as He really is. God, totally glorious. Isaiah, totally messed up. God, totally set apart, no one like Him. He is El-Shaddai, the all-sufficient one. He needs nothing. He is totally and completely sufficient in and of Himself. He's totally in and of Himself sufficient for mankind. If you have Him, you have everything. Even if you have nothing, you have God, you have everything. He is El-Shaddai to us. And when Isaiah saw Him like that, he could do nothing but fall on his face and declare, I'm unclean. And when God cleansed his lips and said, right, Isaiah, are you ready now? Isaiah said, call me. I'm ready. Because God had said, I need somebody to go for me. And Isaiah now smiled and said, hey, I've been holied. I have been cleansed. I am now ready for the purpose and to serve God to His honor and to His glory. Don't you get a great picture of how great God is? You know, sometimes our God is too small. In fact, pretty much always our God is too small. We need to get a bigger God, people. We need to get a God who's all-consuming fire, a God who's way beyond our understanding. Anybody want to try and understand God? Oh, good luck. Many people have tried and thought they could. You can't understand Him. His ways are higher than ours. His thoughts are higher than ours. He is higher than us. And that's the God that we have. And when we see Him like that, we will have no problem humbling ourselves in the presence of this almighty and great God. Moses said, when he heard God identify Himself as saying that He's the God of, He's the Father of the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, God of Jacob. And there was a distinctness in their Jewishness, and he would have understood, wow, this is no Mickey Mouse God. I'm talking to El-Shaddai right now, and He's talking to me. I hope that today you get a bigger God in your mind, because there's a God as He is and a God as you perceive Him to be, and very often there's a huge gap between the two. I pray today that your vision of God will grow to see Him high, lifted up, and indeed totally holy. Join with the song of the angels, if you will, and sing, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God of hosts. It's a great place to be, and He's a great God. Have a great day. Bye.